What is up, bookworms of Concord? Once again, I am finally back home in Michigan. If you saw my previous video, which was a book review on The House in the Cerulean Sea, it was a different room. I had stayed the night at my brother's house when I got home, or got to Michigan yesterday, but now I am back home in my crappy little apartment. And I got a little mail book haul, which was planned. I ordered most of these books I ordered online through thrift books, so that these would be waiting for me by the time I got home. And what do you know, the timing was actually perfect. The very last package was actually delivered today. So the first I ordered was actually the completion of a series I started in Finland. It's called the A Cathin Crusade. That's the name of the series. If you're not familiar with it from my previous review on the first book and the book haul where that book was involved, this is the first book, Call of Madness. If you want to know what it's about, just go and see my review video on it. But shortly, it's basically, I think I would classify it as a grimdark fantasy, because it takes place in the real world. It's kind of medieval. The church is involved, and there's all sorts of magic, and it's a lot better than I expected it to be. It had like a 3.37 average rating on Goodreads, I believe. And so because of that, I was expecting it to not be as good, but I thought it was great, and I gave it 5 stars. So don't let average ratings deceive you. They don't really mean anything. So this is the rest of the 4-book series. The second book is Mission of Magic. The third is Sage of Ser, if that's how you say it. I want to say Sare, but that's because I'm Hispanic and I don't know. And the fourth is The Wizard King. You might be able to see the main protagonist. There's a woman on each of the front covers. She's the main protagonist. So a nice, strong. I don't know if I would say strong female lead because, well, maybe she gets strong throughout the series, because in the first book she's kind of she's very naive. So I'm excited to see how her character develops and how strong she becomes as a person. So I'm really looking forward to this series, and I just hope it all holds up. Julian Dean Smith. These are the only books she's published that I'm aware of. I researched her, and all I could find were these books. This first one was published in 1990, so that's why it's got that quintessential 80s front cover design, which I just love. So those are the first ones. The second one is I've came across this on TikTok several times. Womb. It's splatterpunk. This will be my very first splatterpunk novel. I really like reading horror, and it interested me because I never knew splatterpunk was even a subgenre of horror, and I had never heard of it until I came across a TikTok recommendation of Womb and a couple others. And it interested me because, I mean, if you're not aware, splatterpunk is like apparently super gory and really disturbing. And I decided to try it because I've always considered myself having a very strong stomach, and the horror books I have read haven't disturbed me at all, as I kind of expected they would, because I had a really long hiatus of not reading for reasons I won't get into in this video. I have other videos about that. But I was just on this really long hiatus and hadn't really started getting into horror books until I picked up this hobby again. 4 years ago now, in 2021. And really, actually, yeah, 2021 is like the first time I even read any horror books, and that was Stephen King. Particularly, well, my very first horror book and first Stephen King book was It. And I expected to be kind of, disturbed by it and horrified, and wasn't. Maybe because I've seen all the movies, all the movie adaptations. Although there is a very specific part at the ending involving the kids in the sewer that was very disturbing, but for different reasons. If you know, you know. So I'm really looking forward to Womb, and we'll see if I have the stomach for it. I'm pretty sure I will. And last but not least, this is one I did not expect, because this is a subscription-based, it's just subscription-based, and it's Luther's works for Exodus chapters 20 through 34 and some of the prophets. This is a brand new translation of Luther's works. He's written so much that we're still translating his works. And my Luther's works collection is very small. Well, I have the original 55 volumes digitally through Logo software, but I'd much rather have physical copies. But as new translations come out, because of my subscription through Concordia Publishing House, anytime a new subscription comes out, or a new translation or commentary comes out, then they mail it to me, and I pay at a discounted price. So I'm very excited that I got this. Oops. So yeah, that's the mail book haul, and I'm finally home now, and I'm going to reorganize my shelf. So maybe I'll make a video about that. Right now, I just have the books in alphabetical order by title, and I decided I don't really like that, so now I'm going to do the usual alphabetical order of the author's last name, and then alphabetical by title after that. Except for Halo, because the Halo series are written by various different kinds of authors, so I'm just going to have all the Halo books in H in chronological order. So that'll be the only anomaly on my bookshelf. So maybe I'll make a video about that. We'll see. And I'm probably going to remove all my James Patterson books off the bookshelf, because I don't know, it's just kind of boring. I find him kind of boring now. I think it's because of The Outsider by Stephen King. I had read like the first, let's see, I think the first 8 or 9 books of the Women's Murder Club series by Patterson, and so right when I finished I believe the 9th book of that series, I went to The Outsider by Stephen King, and The Outsider is a mix of mystery and horror, and this is, to my knowledge, the first time Stephen King has written anything that is mystery, in the sense of like detectives being involved. So it was phenomenal. It was great. I really liked it. And it just had so much detail that I wish James Patterson had in his book. So now I kind of find Patterson pretty boring. So I'm probably gonna get rid of those off my shelf, and it'll create a lot more space, especially because of all those book hauls I did in Finland, if you've seen those videos. So yeah, there we go. There we have it. Let me know if you are familiar with this series especially, and what you've thought of Womb in the comments if you so desire. Okay, bye.